My sister called my 10-year-old son behind at Sunday dinner, like his dad dying was a parenting choice. She said he needed a father figure and a real stable home. I didn't raise my voice. I just reached into my purse and slid her a foreclosure notice for her perfect house. We were at my parents' table, the same one I'd sat at my whole life. My sister was swirling wine, smiling like she was doing charity work. My brother-in-law nodded along, quoting statistics about two-parent homes. My mom dabbed her mouth and said they were just concerned. My dad had that tired, dismissive tone ready for me. My son went quiet. His ears turned red. He stared at his plate like it had betrayed him. "I'm not hungry," he muttered, pushing it away. My sister pointed at him like he was Exhibit A. "See? This is what I mean. He's so sensitive." I kept my hand on my kid's shoulder. "He's on the honor roll," I said. "He plays piano. He volunteers every weekend." My dad shrugged. "He needs stability. Maybe if you'd thought about that before. Before my husband died in a car crash 4 years ago, that part hung in the air and nobody apologized." My sister leaned in, sweet voice activated. "And your tiny apartment, those long bank hours? You're barely scraping by." I didn't correct her yet. I just opened the manila folder I'd been carrying for days. Then I set the folder on the table. Next, I pulled out the first document and smoothed it flat. After that, I slid it straight to my sister's elbow. Her wine glass froze in the middle of a swirl. My brother-in-law's fork stopped halfway to his mouth. Then I said, "Your mortgage is 3 months late." I tapped the total, slow and clear. 17,462. My mom's face drained. "That can't be right." "It's right," I said. "I work at the bank. I'm a regional loan officer." My sister's hand started shaking. "You can't bring private stuff here. You brought my kids' private grief to the table," I said. "So, here we are." I laid out the timeline. 45 days until the bank took the house. Probably less, since they'd ignored every notice. That's when my brother-in-law finally admitted he'd lost his job months ago. My sister didn't work because she liked calling it choosing family. Meanwhile, they'd been floating on credit cards and pretending Instagram was real life. My dad slammed his palm down. "This is vindictive." "No," I said, standing up. "This is protective." I pulled out one more page. "Also, the last 3 payments? That was me. $1,200 a month from my account." My sister blinked hard. "Why would you do that?" "Because your kids didn't deserve your mess," I said. "And I thought maybe you'd stop treating mine like one." I picked up the final document. "Transfers can be stopped," I said. "I called on Friday." My sister's voice went tiny. "You wouldn't." "I already did," I said. "The last payment is being reversed." I gathered the papers. "So now you owe $18,662. Due immediately." My sister launched into tears, mascara sliding. "You're going to let us lose our house over a few comments?" I laughed once. It wasn't funny. "A few comments? You've spent 4 years making my son feel like damaged goods." I looked at my parents. Last month, he asked me if it was his fault his dad died. My mom covered her mouth. My sister whispered, "I didn't mean." "You did," I cut in. "You even called him half a family at Easter." He remembered. I grabbed my purse and my son's hand. "And for the record," I said, "I own my apartment, paid off, no mortgage." My sister stared, stunned. "I make 6 figures," I added. "I've been fine. I was just quiet." My dad's mouth opened, then shut. Before I walked out, I turned back once. "Oh, and your withdrawn grandson?" I nodded at my dad. He got into an accelerated program on a full scholarship. Starts in January. His essay made counselors cry. My son squeezed my hand, like he finally believed me. We left them sitting in their perfect dining room with their perfect silence. In the car, my son exhaled like he'd been holding his breath for years. "Mom," he said, "that was really cool." "Pizza and a movie?" I asked. He smiled. "Yeah, and I'm glad it's just us." My phone lit up with texts I didn't open. I didn't feel guilty. I felt lighter. "So be honest, if your sister humiliated your kid like that, would you have kept paying her mortgage, or would you have pulled the plug too?"